respect America, we can respect the flag, we can respect all of that. However, we must have something for ourselves, our home. And that is where I go into the Nation of Islam.
Mons, I tell you what, I appreciate the call and your comments. I'm going to let Michael Imhotep respond to that. Independence.
Well, the economic empowerment and political empowerment go hand in hand. The synthesis of it. The foundation is our history and culture. Because you can have economic empowerment and spend and give the money right back to Europeans. Mm-hmm. You can have the money. This is why I make a distinction between wealth and economic empowerment. That's just say wealth. This is why I make a distinction, because a lot of people talk wealth and say, we need more black wealth. We need more black wealth, as if that's the cure all to everything. I'm like, no, we can all have stock portfolios valued at $1 million, but we can still spend 97% of our dollars with people that don't look like us because the consciousness is not there.
Right.
Okay. So you have to have a synthesis of all of it, and this is why Malcolm, when he leaves the Nation of Islam, Malcolm becomes more dangerous. He becomes more effective because he's dealing with the politics, he's dealing with registering people to vote, and he's dealing with black nationalism. He's dealing with economic empowerment and the economic basis also at the same time.
All right, let's go back to our phone lines. We got Sherry on line 2. Hey, Sherry, thanks for calling. Good afternoon to you.
Cliff, I have to tell you some very fast, important things. I just heard it was reported on the news that just before 2016 that Trump had one of his men pay off a woman who was making sexual allegations against Trump, and I think the amount was $160,000, and if I recall, her name was Stephanie. But also, the other day you were talking about health. Please see criticalhealthnews.com. I heard that the distilled water is better than anything else. It opens your pineal gland, which is what you want. And the minerals from that website will turn around any illness, no matter what it is. We can live to be 250 and look and feel 30 to 50. And do not take any flu shots. They're deadly.
Wow.
And also, Dick Cheney, Bush 1 and 2, Bush 1's father, Prescott Bush, and Karl Rove.
We know all about. We know about those guys.
They're war criminals. They're horrible. They're even worse than Trump, I think.
Let me back up, Sherry.
What I told you.
Well, I appreciate the call. We had just heard about that just before we came on the air. In fact, Michael Imhotep said, should we talk about that now? I said, well, we'll get to it in just a minute. So you broke the news for us, Sherry. And I appreciate that.
It's 130 very much. So
please tell us about that story. Finally, a sexual harassment claim comes to surface about Donald Trump that is actually getting some traction in the public. Tell us about that.
So rawstory.com is breaking this news story. They picked it up from Wall Street Journal, actually. Trump lawyer shielded out $130,000 to adult film star in 2016 to keep her quiet about alleged affair, okay? And this is from today. It's posted about 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. One of President Donald Trump's lawyers allegedly paid an adult film star a settlement to keep her from going public with an affair she had with the real estate mogul the year after he married Melania Trump. As the Wall Street Journal reported, Trump's longtime attorney Michael Cohen, Cohatn, paid actress Stephanie Clifford, whose stage name was Stormy Daniels, a sum of $130,000 in October 2016. This was right before the election.
Yeah. He needs to release some stress.
Now, according to the report, Stephanie Clifford, quote, privately alleged the encounter with Mr. Trump took place after they met at a July 2006 celebrity golf tournament in Lake Tahoe, end quote, sources confirmed to the Wall Street Journal. Attorney Michael Cohen and the White House denied both the affair and the settlement, okay? Quote, these are old recycled reports which were published and strongly denied prior to the election, end quote, the White House told the Wall Street Journal in a statement. Attorney Cohen said in a response to the Wall Street Journal that, quote, President Trump once again vehemently denies any such occurrence as has Ms. Daniels, end quote, okay? Very, very interesting. So I want to, are there any receipts here for this $130,000? Are there any bank transfers? Because there's a paper trail. Was it $130,000 in cash? Where'd it come from? There's a paper trail here. You know?
Exactly. You know, and maybe we shouldn't be surprised or shocked because the problems faced by Donald Trump psychologically, personally, socially, morally were so blatant for so long that maybe it was just inevitable. Maybe it was just a matter of time before, you know, all of these things converged and the truth about Donald Trump came out. I just hope, Michael, that all these Trumpites and these Trump supporters and the guy who called here yesterday, his name began with a T, the one to criticize me, I hope that they see the light and at least deal with the truth about Donald Trump and get their heads out of you know what.
Right. Well, wait till
And deal with the reality.
wait till the various programs get cut. They're being cut under the 2018
I
fiscal
don't
budget.
think these guys will care. I think
I
they'll
think
be
they will
standing.
when it really hits them.
I think they'll be standing in food lines praising Donald Trump for building a wall. I really do. I really do. I think
But
there's
see,
a
here's the
level of
thing.
ignorance there.
So he was in the meeting. He was in the meeting a few days ago, trying to negotiate getting $18 billion to build a wall. That he lied to these fools and told them Mexico was going to pay for the wall.
Exactly.
Now you want to take taxpayer dollars and build this wall.
And wait a minute. And they believe them. Oh, good. Donald Trump is a bad man. You don't get them to pay for the man. You must be out of your mind.
They are out of their mind, and they sit up and watch Fox News all day. And Fox News lies to them. They don't do any fact checking. Half of them can't read.
So they're propagandized and brainwashed.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go to Andre. He's been on the line. Hey, Andre, thanks for calling and waiting. He's on line 4. Good afternoon to you.
Hey, you guys have a brilliant show going on today. It's
Hey,
profit.
thanks, man.
The plug isn't there, okay, to take this Fox News. Last thing you said was Fox News. I want to start there, but I'm going to make a couple of comments and then leave it up to you guys.
All right.
Watching Fox News just for a couple of seconds, I can only digest them for about 45 seconds before I want to throw up. But today, they had a commentator speaking, and she basically, you had one commentator, they play one against the other. One commentator says it's a bad thing, Trump said, yada, yada. The woman there says, well, this is a private meeting. Then you have an expectation of privacy, okay? So people are going to blow it off like that. It's set behind closed doors. Here's the second thing. When I was a kid who was raised in New York City, and we had a lot of black education. What I mean is we didn't just play African American History Month. We received it all the time. I have some books in my library that I still have from a child, okay? Booker T. Washington, Up From Slavery, books like that. So we were educated about what our history was. What happened to that in this country? And now, with all the sources that are available for information that also put out false information, how can we direct our young people towards finding, and this is going to give you a chance for a shameless plug, finding the right information about African American history? Because, brother, he called it those, he said black African American, whatever we call that type of attitude.
Yes, yes.
It's so detrimental, let's just say. Okay,
Yes.
What do we call? I know what I'm called. I call myself black. You can
Yes.
call yourself what you want to call, but I know what I call myself.
Right.
Let me off the line.
But no, I appreciate the call. You should have some certainty about that. Thank you very much for the call, Andre. I'm particularly interested, Michael and Hotep,
Sure.
in him talking about black history being